Yes.
Like 74 to 78 or whatever, right? Like I don't know, like at 70 plus years old, you're probably pretty developed.
I was not expecting a lot, but I was.
Wait.
Oh no.
Destiny, you're a somewhat sane individual. You're analyzing this. Destiny, you're a somewhat sane individual. You're analyzing this from a rational viewpoint. People who cry foul about election really believe that it happened. In their mind, it's you who is insane. No. I'm analyzing it from their point of view. Republicans might not realize it, but I'm willing to bet that deep down, if you were able to do some like sentiment analysis or like emotional underpinnings of like people like in their feelings, I think that people were hyped for Trump in 2016 because he felt like the system was broken. A lot of people were unhappy. And he wanted to fucking plow a path forward. He wanted to do a 90-degree shoot-off from where politics and plow his own path. Make America great again. Make America. We're gonna do new shit. We're gonna close. We're gonna lock Hillary up and fucking lock down the court. It was all these new ideas. It was very forward-thinking. All of Trump's shit from his campaign in 2016 was all forward-thinking. And I think that was an energetic move for a lot of new Republicans, a lot of young people. They were calling drops. Holy shit, this is some new shit. He wants to like plow this totally fresh path. He wants to break through these walls and do shit. That's cool. And that's energetic.
That's not good.
Cool. Make America great. Hell yeah, let's do it. But now every time it's like, and then they rigged the vote, and they did us dirty at the ballot box, and they rigged it. And it's like, yeah, you gotta kind of like conspiracy shit. Like, okay, yeah, cool, I guess they did. But I don't think that gives you the same energy. It doesn't feel as like perspective. It doesn't feel as forward-looking. You might still kind of like him. You'll vote for him even maybe. But I don't think the same energy is there. Yeah, it doesn't feel like it. But I can run.
Expecting more than. Well, I'm so disappointed. You were way more. I was fired up. I was really.
I'm probably gonna get killed by B.
Touched on a lot of great points. And the thing about it is, like, if he doesn't win, do you think Biden even stands a chance? I don't know, but at that point I wouldn't dare. I mean, because if we get DeSantis, it's gonna be the same. I mean, Biden's not really running anything in the same way that DeSantis really wouldn't be running anything, or Newsom or whoever would win.
You think DeSantis is actually gonna run, or you don't think he's happy as a governor?
I think it's more likely he'll run now. Yeah.
Sure.
After Tuesday, because he won Florida by 20 points, which is crazy. But that's because they fixed the election. To his credit, DeSantis fixed the election in 2021.
No, it's because DeSantis has been a loud and effective leader in Florida. I think I have never. Somebody correct me wrong. I disagree with all those policies, but has DeSantis done anything?
Oh no. The battery's low. We have it. Alright, it's not a perfect solution, but it's fine. Ooh, weird burp.
Sorry.
Did I already smack the shit out of this one? Yes.
Yeah, I feel like DeSantis is like if you're like a Florida Republican, like what is there like?
Wrong one. Yes. Okay, you're not critical
I mean,
anymore,
I
though,
think
right?
his favorability is just very, 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 very high. And it seems like he's done a good job for the Republican Party. So.
True. He is probably the most terrifying person
which is
in the world.
crazy because
to me
it's like, okay, Arizona's a purple state.
right now. I really hope he's not
Mike
like
Masters
a completely
lost by
insane nut
6%.
job.
And Kerry Lake lost
He
by
looks like the
8%.
fucking Antichrist.
Florida, which has always been a purple state, went 20 points, not just for DeSantis, but also Rubio for both statewide offices, and Miami flipped. So on what planet does Florida go red by 20 points and Miami-Dade is red, but Arizona is blue, and Georgia, and that's insane. The difference is that in Florida in 21, they passed a bill that said, look, we're not automatically
Fuck
sending
you.
out...
Oh, this is cope. Oh my God, this
True.
is such cope. Fuentes' political chops are destroyed if he thinks the only reason DeSantis won is because they got rid of fraudulent votes. What an unimaginably naive view. This guy is literally one of the most popular governors in like fucking US history. And you're gonna claim that it's because he changed vote rigging? What a stupid and fucking naive analysis of DeSantis.
Tell me how you really feel, Destiny. Please.
absentee ballots to everybody. We're not going to open up drop boxes
Let's
in the middle of
go.
nowhere and let people drop off ballots all throughout the night for a month. And we're not going to let people walk around with 200 absentee ballots on behalf of other voters in the back of their car. You know, so they basically reversed everything that happened in 2020 with regards to how COVID and how representatives changed the election laws because of COVID. And as a result, Republican landslide. And it wasn't just DeSantis, because Rubio got the same numbers. Everyone says, oh, it's DeSantis. Well, Rubio's shit, and he won by 17.
Yeah, but how much of that is like down ballot voting and shit, right? How much is it like we know
Yeah,
that down
yeah.
ballot voting is a big
Can't you
thing,
just vote real
probably
quick?
especially.
Not really, but I'll do
The
it.
governor is incredibly popular, right?
Are you
Like,
streaming?
Yeah.
So anyone
influence.
watching?
You know, so
Probably
don't
not.
make it-
So he's copying the same method
I was
that
gonna ask.
got
Oh,
them
are
all
you
those votes.
playing
DeSantis
Animal
is a
Crossing?
moderate
Yeah.
Republican. DeSantis is all about signing
When did
laws.
you
He's
get
not a
it?
controversial person.
We've had
He's not
Animal
in the
Crossing.
media
Oh,
making
fuck,
fights.
you're
He's
right.
not yelling
Nope,
out
you're right.
insults.
I'm
True.
dumb.
He's not saying things
You're not
no,
dumb.
I was gonna say
conservative
I
racist.
change him. Can I go to the
He's
restroom after
somebody
to
that
watch
people
him?
can look up to. He's not problematic. He's not. That's what the word is.
Yeah.
He's not problematic. He's a likable guy. And Trump is trying to adopt the same method, especially after he being labeled as a crazy conservative. I genuinely think, and I want to hear what you think about this. I genuinely think he's saying the same things that you want to hear, but he just did not say it with as much energy.
Well, and here's what I'll say about that. I know what you're saying, and you're not entirely. I don't entirely disagree with that, because there were a lot of
I
things
can't
in there that
equip
he
tools
said.
indoors.
But it's very important not just what you say, but what you don't say. Because as far as policy, it's not very, because when you think about it, Trump was not really on board with us in 16. You know, like Trump.
Why is DeSantis so popular? All I've seen of him is culture war nonsense. Why didn't that resonate elsewhere? I think some culture war stuff is people like, but like he also was effective in actually doing something about culture war stuff too, right? Like he got that Don't Say Gay bill passed. He changed recommendations about medications for trans people from the state. Was it the Medicare or Medicaid board or whatever? But also, I think, weren't a lot of Republicans in Florida really happy about the state of lockdowns as well? Like, didn't he do, I'm saying a good job from the Republican perspective of, like, keeping Florida, like, relatively open while the rest of the country, Floridians saw the rest of the country basically, like, sheltered inside their homes, not being able to leave. And then in Florida, you've got, like, all these people partying at the fucking beach. Even fucking Chris Christie was, like, out at the beach having fun and partying with people while he was saying that people shouldn't be doing it. So, no, I think that DeSantis, from a Republican perspective, has just done, he's just been a really effective Republican leader. He's done a really good job at getting his, the state assembly to do shit, his policies around COVID, his culture war stuff.
That's why he's fucking scary.
Yeah, like he's just, the COVID shit skyrocketed him. Yeah, that's not surprising.
Never said he was against illegal immigration.
Get shit
Ever.
on,
He said,
nerd.
we're gonna build a wall and put a big, beautiful door in the wall, and people can come in legally. You know, so Trump wasn't even against legal immigration in 16, and
Trump literally coming into the 2016 election said that he wanted to ban immigration from all Muslim majority countries. These were statements that were literally on Trump's fucking website. Okay, but okay.
Trump was very heavy on the economy and trade in 16 as well. So the substance wasn't totally different. My problem is not so much what was said, but what was left out. And
What was left out? January 6th and the election fraud?
well, election fraud, the 6th, and even in terms of time, he talked about the DOJ and the FBI, but it paled in comparison to how much he talked about Ukraine, or how much he talked about Biden being a retard, or how much he talked about how we're going to deregulate and make ourselves energy independent. And these kinds of things matter because a president can only do so much, and the focus matters tremendously. The bureaucracy is like an aircraft carrier. You can only change it by very slight degrees. And most things in the executive branch are determined at the very lowest levels by bureaucrats. The things that the president accomplishes are his big initiatives that he wakes up every day and pushes his cabinet members and his guys every day. And so if that's not a big part of the speech, if that's not a big part of the platform, it simply will not be done in the administration. So there was no big picture, there was no big vision, there was no big push for the kind of anti-corruption measures you would need to see to change the country. If he just gets in there and cuts the taxes, deregulates, it's going to be deja vu all over again. He'll be in there for 4 years. Economy will be good. That's great. Energy independent, great. Rebuild the military, great. But then it's going to be impossible for Republicans to win ever again. Democrats get back in 28. The cycle continues. So it's got to be a truly revolutionary change that occurs in this election, or else I don't think it's
But
ever going to happen.
who's going to be that revolutionary? Is it even
I
possible
don't
to... See, that's why you have a defeatist attitude, and you should just accept what you got in front of you. Trump will win. I think this method is going to make him win. Calling Biden a sleepy idiot, saying that he's low energy, and talking about immigration and talking about the economy, how making money for a lot of people, not coming off as racist, not coming off as a crazy, loud Hitler comparison guy.
Yep.
If he comes in more moderate and he sticks to what is working, which is money, closing the borders, talking about fentanyl, then he will win. But that guy that you really expect to go and shake the room was Trump in 2016, and you saw what happened. They impeached him. You saw what happened to you as a result. maybe you just have to accept the fact that it's not that possible to really shake it up. Because if anybody was going to do it, it would have been Trump at 16.
True.
So you need to lower your expectations and be happy that he's probably going to win. I'm not even sure if DeSantis will run, and Biden will not win. Biden's not going to get reelected if with debating Trump. It's just not going to happen. So compromise a little bit. Maybe all the expectations you have, they're not realistic right now.
What you're saying is, I know my chat is going to disagree with you a lot, and I also disagree with you. But what you're saying is actually very insightful. This is something that Curtis Yarvin talks a lot about. I don't particularly like him specifically, but he calls this the clear pill. And what you're saying is a lot more insightful than maybe
Why
how
does
it
everything
comes
have to be a
across.
pill?
Because
Just
there's a difference between saying, like, oh, Trump is problematic, and
this
saying,
is the
well,
clear pill.
we have to resign ourselves to the fact
Why?
that power is very powerful. The entrenched interests in America are very powerful, and there just isn't, maybe radical change isn't on the menu right now, and it may not be for a long time. And I actually don't think that's actually a terrible opinion. I think you may be right about that. And here's what I'll say. Here's where I would kind of meet you in the middle. I'll say that I'm going to watch the race because I think you're right. If Trump is still the change agent. He is still the guy who can deliver the most change to Washington out of anybody. If I was going to vote for anybody, it'd be Trump. And if Trump went against a Democrat, I'd vote for him. And you know what? I think more likely than not, I'll probably be supporting him.
Do you hate Nick Fuentes? Do you want to make a difference in your country? Do you want to
What?
see me in real life? We're going to be doing Georgia canvassing. Go sign up for the
Yes.
form. You want to come down and do it? I think I'm paying for your hotel room if you come. There you go.
Give me just 2 seconds, please.
No, you're fine.
A year, and in a year, the primary won't even have started. The primary started February 24. So in a year from now, it's November 23. Probably within a year's time, I imagine it's likely I'll be supporting him for the reason you just laid out.
Dope.
What I would like, though, is for him to push the
All right.
envelope, because